Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, read the title. You know what this stream is mostly about, but of course we're going to be snipped there talking about all the soaps. I think I have like maybe 15 minutes left on Y&R. But yeah, R.I.P. Britt. Went out like a G. Like I said in my review, I didn't really have a huge emotional. I wasn't really sad about it. For months we already knew that the actress was leaving, so this was one of those things where it's like, hmm, was good Black Mom, was good Tracy, was good to have Lynn. Angelique is in the chat. Angelique is in the chat. How you doing tonight, everyone? So yeah, she's gone. I sat there. I looked at my phone, and 19 minutes later, um, she was gone. Now that sounds pretty cold and heartless and everything, but again, a lot of times with these soap operas, these characters and everything like that, sometimes their deaths are more meaningful or has a much more impact than their lives. Don't get me wrong, Britt definitely contributed to the show. Her turnaround was nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, nice. All right, I'm gonna have to get your YouTube channel because I wanna definitely check it out. Nice, 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 nice. What's called lady talk to a friendly neighborhood cat lady video? Okay, I'm gonna check it out. 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 Black Man says doing good. Felt kind of bad for Cam. Yeah, I did. I did. I think more of my emotion went towards Ulbrich. But yeah, no, I felt bad for her. Though. I felt bad for her. Angelique said I had more tears for Ava when she was talking about Kiki. You mean then the whole Brit thing? How many people actually felt sad about Brit Lee or Brit dying? Ugh. Juanita's in the chat. What's good, Juanita? You have a long name. Now, Black Mom said I did, but I knew. Yeah. Juanita said I felt bad. I felt sad. Angelique says I see Cam turning dark when he found out about Dex. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then she was all like, oh, let's be friends. I'm like, boo, you literally just broke out with him, but you have the audacity to sit there and hit him in the friend zone? By the way, I'm pretty sure this is still on New Year's Eve, right? Is this on New Year's Eve? Is that when it is? Is it on New Year's Eve? Did she actually break up with him? Now Tracy says, me, I felt sad about it, but she was starting to get on my nerves. Um, who? Um, Britt? Or I'm trying to look up your channel now. Let's you actually have to pronounce your whole Britt. Really? Jessica's in the chat. Was good. Becky D's in the chat. What's good, Becky D? Sierra's in the chat. How you doing tonight? I'm trying to. Okay. Wow, you gotta literally type in this whole thing. I swear. I hope that you Why are you not here? Angelique, you do have a YouTube channel, right? You see my crazy pics. I don't see anything. I mean, I know I didn't spell it. Oh, I did spell it wrong. Jesus. All right. The first thing we're gonna have to sit there and do, hopefully, if you're up for it, is to switch your name because and gee, I'm not ignoring everyone. I swear. Wow. I'm gonna be honest. I can't find your channel. Like I literally cannot find your channel. Kaiwan says that only got smashed. What are you talking about, Kaiwan? Um. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. It's like with YouTube, it's like if you spell one thing wrong, and I mean literally one thing wrong, no. Oh, that's so. Hold on, let me see. No, that is so annoying. That's kind of annoying. All right, we got to sit there and find a way to look you up. No, I figured that was your real name. Becky D says Josh shouldn't have said something. Yeah, she should have said something before. Yeah, she should have. That's the thing. Yeah, she told the truth, but like, how long did that take to sit there and tell the truth, though? Like, come on, bro. And it's so weird because it's like I look at it. Makai's in the chat. Freddie's in the chat. What's good? How you doing tonight? Let's talk with your friendly neighbor. And the thing is, I wrote it right. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Cat lady. It's like everything else comes up except for you. It's so annoying. I just used my name and it came. You mean your actual name? All right, let me try that. Sorry, I know. I'm not ignoring everyone, I promise. But I'm like really excited because um maybe I spelled your last name wrong. Maybe that's what it is. I spelled your last name wrong. I know I spelled the first part right. Mm, that's what it is. I might have spelled your last name wrong. Okay, I found you. Wow. Okay, cool. You have like 3 videos, right? Okay, cool. I found you. Found you. Becky D is on desktop. You should be able to click the thumbnail. Yeah, no, I actually found you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It took a lot. Okay. All right, cool. Wow, you did that like 4 weeks ago. Nice. Nice. I'm definitely looking forward to watching your channel. I'm sorry, everyone, that I was missing a lot of people in the chat. Traverse is in the chat was good. Becky D said, "Yeah, that was so sad." Yeah, it was, but I was also like, I kind of knew this was coming. So yeah, sorry it took me so long to sit there. I tried to look for it under your name and it didn't come up. So, but I found it, so I'm happy. Lauren says, Albert, I don't know how you feel about hip hop, but you got to head over to the Art of Dialogue channel. All right, I will. And how you doing tonight, Lauren? Um, Freddie D's in the chat. I said that already. Um, Sierra's in the chat at some point. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. Jakaris is in the chat. Jakaris says, "Hey, Albert, how you been? I can't stay long because I'm writing notes for my upcoming reviews." And oh, nice. Okay, all right. Nice. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good. Um, says I'm just here to say, and I hope you have a wonderful day. You too. You too. Thank you, Jakaris. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. I hope you have a lot of fun with Candace. And that's my dad, Albert Bostic. Let's let's everyone say to my father. Let everyone say hello to my father, which is actually in the chat name Albert Bostic. Victoria's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Um, yeah, Britt is R.I.P. Britt. But like I said, she went out like a G, and I am very happy. Kylan said hello. He's a good kid. Jonathan's in the chat. Was good. Karen is in the chat. Thank you for joining. Thank you everyone for saying hi to my dad. He just subscribed to my channel today. So very happy about that. Just on a side note before we get back into the soaps. Um, so I put up a post yesterday and it was really annoying me because on my channel there's a join button. Now apparently people don't see it unless they're on their laptops. If I guess like either their laptops or their desktops. Like how many people actually saw the join button by my name or on the side of my name or underneath? Did anyone actually see the join button on my name for my membership thing, for my YouTube membership program? I'm very curious about that. Um, oh, Blackma, you saw it on your laptop, right? Okay. But let me guess, you didn't see it on your phone though. Becky D, same thing on your laptop. Why? It's so stressful. Oh, okay. Also on the laptop. Okay. And Johnson said people will only see it if it's on a laptop or desktop. That's so weird. That's so weird because like I go to other people's YouTube channels and I can see their join button on I can see the join button on my phone. Angelique, okay, you see it on your tablet. Okay. Okay. That's so weird. It's kind of annoying, not gonna lie, because I know most people will probably watch this stream on their phone. So when I'm sitting there saying, "Hey, if you want to sit there, hit the join button," Um, yeah, it's yeah, Becky D. Apparently, that's it's not even there. Like when I looked, it's funny. Yesterday, I looked on my phone, and I was because I was sent there showing people. I was showing Nikisha, which, by the way, I'm sorry, I didn't spell your name correctly, but on my phone, it was literally sent there saying like there was a join button, and then I look at it after the stream, and it's not there, and it's just it's frustrating to sit there and say the least. But you know, yeah, Nikisha, I spelled it way off. I spelled it way off. I don't think I was even close, but the thing is, people knew who you were. Um, yeah, Becky, it's crazy. It's kind of annoying, but I'm gonna find a way to make it work. I'm blessed so far that I got two people to join. Me too, Becky D. Me too. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you, Angelique. Thank you. Yeah, you know, Nikki. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I guess Nikisha, you're the way it's written is just it's very easy to pronounce, and everyone knows at this point. I have well, I'm bad at names. Let's put it this way. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Angelique. Thank you. Mel, whenever you're here, you're on time, so I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, DC. I'm sorry, DC. Well, how you doing tonight, Mel? Thank you for joining as always. Makai says Josh pissed me off so bad. Up there crying. It's it was like, yo, she stood there like she was the victim. She literally stood there like I'm like, yo, take your legs and start walking. De Havilland, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. I said I might have said that before, but I don't really remember. Freddie says I was listening to Jasmine bust the window and Honey Paxson Lounge. Nice. Yeah, Freddie. That was the thing. You knew that she was definitely spilling the tea on that. Lady Flower says Josh was on the Trina support. How you doing tonight, Daisy Flower? Thank you for joining. Um, Jonathan is in the chat. How you doing, Jonathan? Jonathan says Josh didn't even tell Cam the whole truth. Exactly. Exactly. And of course, it doesn't matter because it's after the fact. Now, Isaiah's in the chat, and Isaiah says, I never really cared for Britt. What does TBH means? I'm very curious about that. What does TBH mean? I've always wondered about that. And Nikisha, I wonder if this Esme really done. Yes, Nikisha, I did actually say that in my video. It was like, one of my subscribers was basically saying um, that she's probably faking it. Oh, to be honest, thank you, Isaiah. Thank you. Thank you for joining tonight. To be honest, thank you, Becky D. Thank you. CW's in the chat. DC says, by the way, hey, everyone in our DC, no worries. It's funny. I actually got to sit there and text you tomorrow. Nothing bad or anything like that. Just got to text you about some stuff, about some plans. Um, Jessica says she finally broke out with him, and people still saying, "Oh, it's at his job. Oh, it's New Year's Eve." What do you want her to do? Well, Jessica, we wanted her to be honest and jump. You know, that's generally what we wanted her to do. But I get it. She's getting a lot of flack, and I mean, yeah, she did break up Adam at his job, and she did break up him on New Year's Eve, and those are bad looks. Um, You damn right, DC. You damn right. Absolutely right. Victoria says I felt that. That was a hard slap, and I had my volume up. Karen says I feel bad for Lee. Yeah, I felt bad for Lisa more than anyone else because again, I don't want to sit there and bring the chat down, but let's just put it this way: I felt bad for her. Mel says I knew that Tucker and Diane are still on their plan to getting. Wait, is that Mel? You talking about for tomorrow, or are you talking about for today's episode? Now Freddie says okay. Sean is nope. CW says I feel sorry for Cam, but on the plus side, Cam deserves better. Yeah, exactly. CW. Yeah, when she was about to sit there and say, "But we can still be," and Cam was like, "No, no, 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 no." Yeah, it was sad, Nikisha. It was sad. But I should tell you the truth. I'm happy that if she was gonna go out, she went out like she had the most epic way of going out. I would sit there and say. Um, Now DC said I must admit, one day they erased Sunny as a naive, and I don't remember the previous Sunny being this naive. You mean about Leo? Now Kylin says, when does the movie? What movie? Hmm. There's a new Evil Dead that's coming out next year. And unfortunately, Warner Brothers actually put it out, so I kind of have to support them, even though I really don't want to. Karen says Josh is too mature for Dex. Christina is a much better match. Yeah, she is older, and she is more wiser because she's made way more mistakes. Shauna says now Tucker's a duck. Now he's in Phyllis' face. Johnson says I can't wait for Cam to find out the real reason. Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And oh, I'm sitting there saying, if Josh winds up pregnant, just remember, we all heard it in this chat first. I might not have said it first, but we all. Now DC says, yeah, he's super naive about Leo. But I mean, DC, he spent a lot of time with him. He did sit there and see some sort of change in him. He does feel bad for him. I kind of don't really see that as being naive, you know? Like, he only let him stay at the house because he doesn't have a place to stay. He only was going to give him a job because he doesn't really have a job. Oh, okay. No, today's okay. I think I have like 15 more minutes. And Phyllis is getting on my damn nerves, to be honest. Phyllis is getting on my nerves because as I hope Dex remembers how you get them. Dot 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 dot. Lawrence says Josh have gotten the hook and Britt should have gotten the open-ended return. Oh damn. Dex is 40. CW says poor Lisa to have both. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was meant to say. I was like, that is hmm, the worst thing for a parent, I would sit there and say. So and one says Dex is 40 and Jessica says the Dex actor is 25 in real life. Okay. Davlin says, I'm gonna miss Britt. Yeah, but she's on to bigger and better things. Station 19, So, and it's funny too. I saw when I was looking for thumbnails, I saw a picture of her. Um, Now Becky D says, "LOL, Phyllis is good at that." Yes, but you know what? Here's the thing, Becky D. At least she's not boring. Oh, oh wow. Well, Daisy Flowers, she is 18, so Freddie says it was so sad that Britt died, and yeah. And by the way, she got a scratch. Okay, Diane got a full practically guts coming out, and yet she's fine. Whatever. Yeah, Jonathan. Like I said, Gwen is a much better fit than Well, no. No, DC, I wouldn't sit there and say that, but I'm not. Here's the thing, I'm not torn up about it because I knew that was going to happen. Crystal Williams is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. No, I'm just not. Oh, Rob is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Good. Yeah, exactly. Good for her, Lauren. No, I mean, in all reality. Oh, by the way, how you doing tonight, Crystal? I'm not talking about it because we've been talking about this for months. So, and I already knew most likely she was going to get, she was going to get killed. So for me, it just, we've been talking about it so long that seeing it happen just didn't really, it didn't do anything for me because I already knew about it. And it also, in all reality, soap operas on an emotional level doesn't really do anything for me as far as making me sad. Now, watching This Is Us or A Million Little Things, yeah, that has got me emotional before, but soap operas, for some odd reason, just doesn't do it for me. Now, Nikisha says, to some, I need to some scenes of Devon being cleaning that couch. uh, I love what I do. Well, I mean, technically, Nikisha, they kind of went around the whole place. They were on the floor, they were on the steps. I mean, let's be honest, they were pretty much everywhere. We're gonna be honest. Um, Trina would turn against him. Now, Crystal says Mad Britt is gone. Yes, Becky D. That's why when Nikisha sit there and get a YouTube channel because she definitely does have those funny one liners that you just like. I love what I do. Sir Charles is in the chat. What's good? Sir Charles says I feel like they are getting all the original people off the show. Kind of doubt that, but what makes you say that, Sir Charles? Now DC says I'm watching YNR now, and I feel like Abby is going to sleep with Tucker. You heard it first. No, well, I think she's probably going to want to doing something with Devon now, personally, which is going to be a slap in the face towards Chance, but whatever. And Johnson says something, but then he Thanos his comment away. Okay, Johnson says Esme is technically Cam's uncle's half sister. What? Oh, that's all sorts of gross. How is that? Mel says Devon and Abby, the Sarah cheating, kissing and all each other. Yeah. And Rob says Cam is so in love with Josh. Cam is not Esme's baby daddy. Who said that in the chat? Did I miss something? Daisy Fly says I'm still a fan of Josh, and I think that her storyline is what Soaps is about. No, no, I mean it's definitely what Soaps is about, Daisy Flyer. Yeah, we're sitting there talking crap about Josh. Yeah. But here's the thing though. We have something to actually talk crap about. You know? Now Freddie says Jay should have had a better twist to the whole than the Heather thing. Yeah, I know a lot of people in the chat are disappointed by the whole Heather thing. But granted, it does actually make sense. And Johnson says Stephen Weber is Cam's uncle and Esme is his half sister through Heather. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all sorts of gross. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jonathan. Because you know me sometimes I'm just like, how is that family tree gonna now DC says I wouldn't be surprised if Esme turned out to be the daughter of Jeff Weber, which is why her and Cam never got together. Hmm. Never thought of that. So I say, what else my damn oodles noodles? Yeah, Mel, but I thought it was kind of pointless. The only thing in that episode that was actually good was good. Kyrie's, thank you for joining. Only thing that was good was Bill laying out those terms. Now Jessica says no, it doesn't make sense. Why doesn't it make sense, Jessica? Um, wow, DC, yeah, you've been behind on a lot. You've been behind. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I've been saying. Is for the last 2 days of the new year, GH has actually been good. Okay. Oh, Daisy Flower says the character of Cam can leave. I mean, he's a recurrent character, so I don't think it's that much of a problem. Now, DC says, I can't believe the hook killer was revealed and I missed it. You know, DC, I also missed. I thought you was going to do a live one on Saturday. I literally waited. I'm not going to lie, DC. I literally waited to 6 o'clock because I thought you was going to do a live. Yeah, Tony D says, no, 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 no. Britt, damn. Oh, Florida. Um, and Freddie says, Morris needs to win the Emmy. You know she's gonna do it. And Curry says, "Love when I'm trying to read something and then things just go sideways, and now I can't find this comment." Oh, Curry says the way Ava outed Nicholas and yeah, that I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty hilarious. Okay, now I have to sit there and find it again. And there's a bot. Awesome. Um, yeah, DC, because I was waiting. Oh, sexy 69. Good time. Let me sit and try to. You're like, now Johnson says Spencer is going to be in tears when he finds out about Brett. Yeah, yes. That was, like you said, that was probably the closest thing that he actually had to an actual mother. I would sit there and say, besides Laura, but they were definitely close. Tony D says Ava is to go. She already slapped me. Yeah, her slaps are epic. Now Angelique says the whole town was behind Ava when she asked. Is it, I'm not gonna lie, Angelique, when she asked that question, the first thought that came to my mind was Maury Povich. I'm not even gonna lie, Maury Povich. By the way, is that show still on? I mean, I know Jerry Springer is off the air, but is that show still on, or is that done too? I haven't watched Channel 11 in so long, like actual basic cable. DC says so. Heather was the hook. Why did she kill Rory? That's a really good question. I think Rory probably stumbled onto something. So Charles says no. Oh, it's not on anymore. Okay, good. Well, I'll tell you the truth, I don't really care. But it does make people look really bad. Like really, thank you, Sir Charles. It does make. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Yeah, it does make people look really bad. No, I knew Jerry was gone. I knew Jerry was gone, but I didn't know if Maury was gone. Oh, CW says Murray retired, but reruns are still in the air. Oh, okay. Reruns on the air are people acting like fools for 5 to 10 minutes, and then they got to go back to the real world and know that they embarrassed their family and friends by going online and acting like a bunch of idiots. A bunch of inbreeding idiots too. Um, Daisy Flower says, I don't think Heather is the real Hook. Now DC just says my what? Um, you know, I think we talked about this before, but I don't think I wasn't really a fan of Gabby's reaction. Carrie says, I still love when Medea went on Murray. Really? When? I haven't watched that show in so long. Now Solomon says Summer is pathetic. She lets her mother walk all over her and control her regarding Diane. Phyllis doesn't have to get along with Diane, but she should have respected. Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree with that, Solomon. I do. Um, Phyllis is acting like a giant crybaby. And, of course, Daniel was sitting there siding with her. I was like, bro, you. Ugh. But of course, they're working together, so they're gonna side. He's gonna side with her. Colin says not the same body type. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. With the hook killer is concerned, I got you. Okay. Really, DC? What? Steve Wilkos. So yeah, I can. It's really funny, DC. They did an episode on the Boondocks about Steve Wilkos, and so that just tracks. That does tracks. That's interesting, DC. That's interesting. Now, Double C says Murray made millions off of a single mother, and those who was on his show got around. Wow, wow. Mm-mm. I just, honestly, to tell you the truth, here's the thing. It's one of those things where it's like, I guess it's supposed to be reactionary funny, but oh, Sir Charles says I don't like New Summer. Why is that, Sir Charles? DC says yes. Steve is scripted. My cousin was in the audience. Oh wow, okay. I think when I was a kid, I used to like that stuff. I used to love Jerry Springer when I was a kid. And then I grew up and then I just started looking at them. I'm like, yo, this isn't funny anymore. I don't know if my sense of humor just kind of matured a little bit, but I don't know. As I grew up, it just wasn't really that funny. Solomon says Medea, Mr. Brown, and oh, okay. All right, Solomon. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for joining because you're a new face and I haven't seen you before. So thank you for joining. Um, Melanie says Diane is always going to side with Phyllis and Summer, and he was going to make Summer face the reality about Diane, which is opening her eyes. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. That does. Colin says real starter black people on Steve Wilkos. I don't know what that means. Um, DC says like I once auditioned for the real world back in 2015, and man, the people at that casting were really DC. Yes, yes, Nikisha, that is a very important question. Wow. So everyone in the chat, there was a good possibility that if you watched the real world, DC might have been on it. And I feel like if that was the case, DC would have had a different path in life. Very, 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 very interesting. Now, Laura said Jerry is cool when you're a kid, but when you grow up and you watch it. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Lauren. Yeah. I couldn't have said it any better myself. Now, Johnson said GH, the hospital itself will probably have a mention for Brett. Yeah. Now DC says, yeah, the real world. Producer said, I seem too normal. She even said to me, so do you have a boyfriend? Are you worried he's cheating? Nice. Okay. You know, it's funny, DC. Back then when the Real World was on, I used to love watching the Real World and like Road Rules and MTV. I was a huge MTV fan back in the day. Um, Now Solomon says, "Who else predict that Brooke dad will return to tell her that she adopted and she find out?" Hmm, that's an interesting twist. Now Shonda says, "Summer said today she is in the middle, but Kyle won't realize his mother caused all that chaos." Yeah, I mean, I give you that, Shauna. I give you that. She could have left town and she didn't, and that's on her. You know, she practically did put her family in danger, knowing that there was a sociopath coming to town. And Johnson says, "What do you think they're going to do with?" Yeah, pretty much from the case she said, Cody can disappear. Now DC says the producer was nice though, but yeah, if I was on the real world, my life definitely would have been so different. I would have been the challenge. Yeah, you would have been constantly doing one of those challenges. DC says, I did do a YouTube reality dating show years ago, dating, I won't say the name. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. We are finding so much out about DC. DC says, I did do a YouTube reality show years ago about dating. I won't say the name. DC is just dropping all sorts of jewels tonight. This is getting to be a really good stream. Now Kyrie says, I think they're gonna pair Cody with Sasha. Hmm. How would everyone feel about that? Cody and Sasha. That was my damn pen up. So that's a really good question, Kyrie's. Which brings me to a poll of the night. Start a poll. I'm always worried about doing those polls because sometimes I'm just like, all right, so the question of the night, well, poll anyway. How would everyone feel about Cody and Sasha being a thing? Oh, damn. Okay, well, I know how one person feels so far, Nikisha. Nate is in the chat. What's good, Nate? Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure to see you in the chat. And Laura says Sabrina will be in love for like 5 minutes. Yeah, since they don't really have to play along anymore, to lure out Esme. Now DC says, look at Al doing a question of the night. He's giving Andy. Well, I was going to sit there and say more of James Love Jr. He does a lot of those. A lot of those polls. Trav's in the chat. No, no, no. That no, 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 no to that. Oh, no to that. Okay, Trav. How you doing tonight, Trav? Thank you for joining, by the way. Victoria says Cody will take her money faster than get rid of Cody. Janet is in the chat. What's good, Janet? How you doing tonight? I hope everything is going well with you. Always a pleasure to sit there and see the great goddess. Lauren says, hell no. Shauna says, Esme's faking it. She's going to blackmail. Yeah, that's what Nikisha was there saying as well. Johnson says, is Cody really that bad of a character? I don't think he's that bad of a character. I don't understand why people don't like him like that much. But some people just don't like him. Freddie says Cody and Sasha, as Sophia said from the Color Purple. Oh, wow, okay. Now Becky D says Cody might be the one to tell Sasha about Gladys spending her money. Yeah, I can see that. Karen says, what TV show that you watched back in the day that you are embarrassed now that you're watching it? Mine is a show called Alf. Oh, I used to love Alf. I used to love Alf, Karen. Oof. You know, the problem is, Karen, I'm not really embarrassed by any of the shows that I watched. Um, hell, even I used to watch Undress on MTV. And I think we all know why I watched Undress. Funny enough, they actually had Jason David Frank on Undress. Yeah, I can't really sit there and say I used to watch the Power Rangers for quite a while actually. Now I missed one of DC's comments. DC said, I remember at the Real World Edition, the one girl says, who do I have to fight to get on the show? Wow. Yeah, Lauren, R.I.P. Exactly, man. I used to love Elf. Oh, Kawhi says Monk. My friend used to actually watch Monk. I couldn't get into that show, but yeah, Johnson. He's been doing a lot of I think I'm gonna end the poll. Now DC says Cody is good looking, though I gotta give it to him. Him and Michael best looking men in Port Charles. Wow, okay. So only 34%, yeah, only 35% said yes to a Cody and Sasha. Um, yes, Jonathan. I'm not gonna. I think the dinosaurs, the way it ended, was the saddest ending for a comedy ever, ever. And you remember how they ended, right? Yes, man. I used to love Small Wonders as well. And Jessica says Cody and Michael the best. Yeah, man. I used to love Garfield as well. I can't really think of a show that I was actually embarrassed to watch. Yeah, I can't even sit there and say that. Like I said, I used to sit there and watch Power Rangers a lot. I watched it up until what SPD, and then I stopped. Johnson says Disney should bring back dinosaurs. They should, but let me ask you a question, though, Jonathan. Do you think that they would actually do it right? Here's the thing. Like back in the day in the '90s, like the humor used to be very saucy. Okay, and I just don't know if Disney actually have it. All right, no, that was I used to love Sailor Moon because back in the day, like we didn't get a lot of anime. We didn't get a lot of anime double C. So like watching that cartoon looked really good compared to anything else that we got. So no, double C. But it is funny though, double C, because I used to really love the cartoon back in the day, and I wanted to get the toys. But then there were dolls, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I think I think I just support the show. Now, Mel, when you said you loved Inspector Gadget, you mean like the cartoon or the movies? That's the question. You think that they may actually do good, Jonathan? Jay Blue says I unfortunately didn't see the ending of the dinosaurs. Well, let's just then think about that, John. Jay Blue. How did the dinosaurs die? And then that pretty much answer your question about how the show ended. And I'm not. I know I'm being kind of humorous about it, but I'm dead serious, Jay Blue. And DC says I'm tired of all these reboots. Why can't writers be original? Because when they are original, people may not want to go and see it. People won't trust something that's not a franchise or a sequel. That's the truth about it. Now Kyrie says about Cody and Sasha to clarify. Michael makes me sick. Oof. I mean, for me personally, I'm cool with it. You know, I'm cool with Cody and Sasha. That'd be an interesting pairing. But yeah, I guess I can see why Michael would make. What? No, no. Tyrese, why does Michael make you sick? I'm very curious about that. Now Johnson says Disney does own Family Guy now, so we know who. Oh yeah, Digimon was for Black. Yes, yes. Trav. Yep, and that's literally how the show ended. Like it was for a comedy, and as a kid, oh Mel, oh the TV show and the movies. Oh, okay, all right. I mean, hmm. See the show I got into. The cartoon I obviously got into, but the movie, I think I missed that boat, and I was just like, yeah, I'm good. Well, yeah, Mel, yeah, I love Family Guy as well. Kylan says Esme and Cody and Esme will be better. You mean as a couple? I was good, Richard. Double C says one day Disney will own South Park. Oof, let's hope not. Because honestly, tell you the truth, Double C, I'm the fact that Family Guy is owned by Disney is very concerning. But I guess time will tell. Time will tell. DC said people will not trust a show if it's not a sequel or a franchise. Yeah, that's the truth of the matter. That is the truth of the matter. That's why I'm sitting there wondering about this whole Meg movie. You know, about Meg. That's coming out. When is that movie coming out anyway? Like, are people actually going to go and see it? I feel like Meg. I feel like Meg may actually have a good turnout. I do. That's right, DC. People are afraid to be bold. They don't want to sit there and spend their money or their time. Because it's not like with a Netflix movie, you can just sit there and watch it. And then if you don't like it after half an hour, like game over, you could just. Now, Solomon says B&B, Steffi with Devon. I don't think Devon would leave General City or Steffi would leave LA. Calvin says add another Disney on General Hospital. Now, DC says as long as Disney doesn't touch Family Guy, we're good. That show is better than The Simpsons. Well, yeah. You know, it's funny, DC, because I used to love The Simpsons when I was a kid. But then once I started watching Family Guy, I couldn't go back to The Simpsons. I couldn't do it. Um, and you know when I went back and tried to watch it, it's like I just grew out of watching The Simpsons. Don't get me wrong, their Halloween specials as a kid used to scare the hell out of me. But just as a show in general, I'm good. CW says they should bring Emma. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Britt is gone, so why not? I mean, besides Angela Angelique is the only person who actually likes a large cast, but I don't. Um, and Johnson says if a show is from a creator of another popular show, that is also very true, Jonathan. That is also very true. Um, Daisy Flower says if GH is on in 5 years, the will probably hook up again. Probably will hook up again. Double C says also want Cam to be yeah, and probably will hook up again. Double C says also want Cam to be yeah. Angelique says yes, I'm so sad. I didn't know if you were still in, I didn't know if you were still in the chat because I was just there talking about you and how much you love having all these characters on the show. Me personally, I'm like, so I thought about you. And DC says exactly comparing Family Guy to this episode. Yeah, they are DC, they are. But I get it's one of those things you just when you grow out of it, it's a little bit different. Like I grew out of it. And Jen says GH good today, being Beast Boy. It was. Now Jenna says YNR is getting good. It is. Isn't that crazy? I'm still shocked by that. Johnson says the Simpsons recent Treehouse horror. Oh wow, interesting. Johnson, I try to rewatch that with my ex girlfriend a couple of years ago. We tried to watch a Simpsons episode, and it was just like we just stood there, pretty much kind of waiting for the episode to be over with. Now Freddie says, "I swear, if they do a whole the yeah, that's gonna wind up happening." Freddie, we've been talking about this in the chat for a hot minute, so yeah, there's a good chance that's gonna happen. Me too, Jay Z. Me too. See, now I'm calling you Jay Z. Jesus. Now Jen says, "Do you like Devon and Abby together?" Yeah, okay. Okay. I think it's interesting them being together because they come from such conflict. Like, every time they go out, every time they're seen together, people are always going to sit there and look at them very hostile and very judgmental. So for that reason, yes. Yes, Janet, I do think they're interesting. Someone says, I still can't believe Sheila made man this dollar bill. I can't believe they started kissing with blood in their mouth. I can't believe that. That was just all sorts of gross. Yeah, Colin, I have seen that show. Um, I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of hating on that show for a while. Kaiwen, because I sat there and I looked at that show, My Crazy Ex Girlfriend, and I'm like, let me get this straight. This chick is hot, by the way, okay? And the fact that she's so obsessed with this one guy just made me so angry. On top of the fact that if the roles were reversed, it wouldn't have been a comedy. My Crazy Ex Girlfriend is funny when it's the crazy ex girlfriend. If it's the crazy ex boyfriend, then it's a Lifetime movie. So, yeah. And Kyrie says Josh and Dex love scene was flat. There was nothing hot about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Kyrie. I think the only scene that I actually like of love making scenes, kinda, was the Days love making scene. And that's only because I got to see Ali and Chanel kiss, to be honest. But in general, I'm not a huge fan of those scenes. Now, Hold you closer says it's true that my house is always trying to get your channel taken down. No, I didn't know anything about that. I have no idea. Hold me closer. The only thing that they actually did do was they commented on my channel, but I only made one video about them, and that was well. Okay, I made more than one video about them, but I don't see how they're trying to do that. They just talked about it for a little bit. I mean, the guy was on my page. He actually took time to actually go on my page, which I thought was interesting. Did you follow? Yeah, I mean, for real. Let's be honest, Angelique. You know, if the roles were reversed, it wouldn't have been a comedy. It's only a comedy. Yeah, you know, sure. No, DC, I wound up doing a video about a prank channel. And then I guess somebody just randomly asked me that question, but no. I did a couple of videos about them. And now they don't really do a lot of videos on YouTube. They got their own channel and they're charging people $5 to sit there and watch their content. And the only thing that I said was that, what about the fans that have been supporting you on YouTube for years? They used to do at least 2 or 3 videos uploading videos. And now they do it like maybe every 2 weeks. You know. Um. So yeah, that's the first time I heard about that. Do you see? And DJ Flow says even people who don't like Josh say their scene was, yeah. If you, yeah, if, I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody, but yeah. Mel says Steffi is right that Sheila will use. But yeah, she will. And Bill is so much in a sunken place he doesn't even know. Now Double C says Bill was so strong, buddy. Double C, the fact that he lives in LA and he can't get a girl, there's a problem with that. Now Jake Blue says, right, I really tried to watch. Oh, yeah, Jake Blue. I never even got that far. But apparently a lot of people watched it and it was really popular for some odd reason. Yeah, you're not exactly wrong about that. But DC, I mean, the problem for me with the '90s Lifetime movies was that how do you feel about the apparent takedown? Apparent takedown of what, DC? The problem with me for the '90s Lifetime movies was that it was like the men was always the villain in almost every movie that I saw. Always the villain. You're always the villain, the scumbag, the cheater, the abuser. It was like that in almost every Lifetime movie that I saw. Plus, they weren't really that good. Now they're a lot different, but back then, um, no, DC, what, how do you feel about the parent takedown? Takedown of what? I'm very curious about that. Shauna says someone said Josh didn't shed a tear. Well, Shauna, the problem with those tears things is that the actors don't really know how to cry. That's why you saw Trina, that they're trying to do her fake crying with Rory when he was, at the hospital. It just looked really bad. Oh no, DC. I just made a video about. I made a video about a prank channel, and they were in my comment section. And of course, they sat there and they made like some sort of a joke or a comment about my appearance or something. And then I didn't see it again. Like I didn't see the comment. I didn't delete the comment. I just didn't see it. But that's the first time I heard about that. That is news to me. And for right now, thank God my channel still is still here. So yeah, DC, and that's the thing. I wasn't the only person that said that too. When James did his review, um, I guess the guy named Frank, he was also talking about the fact that Trina was doing this fake crying scene and everything like that, and it was just it was bad. It looked bad. I was so annoyed for so many reasons watching Trina cry over Rory, like when they were in the hospital. Because I mean, also the simple fact that she didn't really, she was disloyal. She was disloyal, and well, the crying scenes just look bad. Now DC says, "Damn, I swear, regular YouTubers can be vicious. I keep forgetting at times. It's not like the soap YouTubers." Yeah, that's very true. Honestly, tell you the truth, I wouldn't have known anything if it wasn't for somebody saying something. Hmm. Yeah, I don't say anything, so I'm assuming that I'm fine until I see something else. Someone says Audrey and Tucker are nasty together, in my opinion. Well, it's because that the age difference, or the fact that Tucker kind of looks like Audrey could be her daughter. Freddie says I did laugh of Trina, and yeah, yeah, it was pretty funny. Mel, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. Y&R can actually have a very slow pace, so who knows? Colin says, "Don't worry, you two will be fun sometimes." Now, DC says, "I felt like Trina scenes would be more." Yeah, I mean, it's she really didn't care that much about it, and that was one of the reasons that annoyed me. And then the fact that the actress couldn't produce real career tears just looked pretty bad. It just looked pretty bad. Looked pretty phony too. Now, Victoria says the funny part is I think Rory knew she cared about Spencer. He still would have stayed with her. Yeah, you're right. And that's kind of sad too. That is kind of sad. It's not saying much about his self respect, to be honest. Now, CW says I didn't buy Trina's crying due to the fact that she was going to break up with him. Her tears were more of a guilt than sadness. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Now, Kyrie says, I wonder if Dr. O gonna be the new co-chief of staff. After a while, probably after a while. Now, DC's honestly, Audrey and Tucker don't. So I say go for it. Okay. Well, I will say this much. Yeah, Janice says I like Audrey and Tucker. I will say this much. If it wasn't for that hotel scene with Audrey the first time with Tucker, I really wouldn't have knew that she had, as I like to call it, body karate. I still think that she's a creep, but she's a hot creep. So there's that. Um, Now Trav says she's a new actress. Trina plus it's a death. I don't get that, Trav. I don't get that. Now Mel says I love talking to Ashley together, and she needs to get on Empire with Tucker, and that would really make Jack mad. It would. Well, I wouldn't sit there and say mad. He just wouldn't be. I don't know if mad would be the right word. Like he'll be annoyed. He'll be annoyed. He wouldn't like it because he still loves his sister, even though that they're arguing with the whole Phyllis and Diane thing. But I don't think that he would be mad. Of course, I still remember that chair scene and him actually. Now, DC, you said something about Jack throwing out some woman. And it was really funny the way he just like kicked her out the house and threw out her stuff and everything. I got to see that scene. Got to see that scene. Now, Kaiwen says you have a watch an old episode of B&B and react to it. If I ever actually upload my OBS again, I might do that. I might actually do that because I had this thing about doing reaction videos. Yeah, I might do that. I might do that, Kaiwen. I might do that. Janice says I agree with you about Audra. I mean, as far as her being what hot or a creep or both. Now Shauna says Ashley had her own in Paris and she owns all the parents. You mean parent companies? Hmm. DC says, wait, I was making a pizza and heard my name and ran back to the room. Yeah, DC, you said there was a scene where Jack throws out this woman. Like he's just completely heartless. He just throws her stuff out and everything like that. I gotta see that scene. Because since I saw the chair scene, and I mean both chair scenes, I gotta see that one. I love me some old school Jack. I love, 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 love some old school Jack. And I cannot say that enough. Um Johnson says Dr. O is going to want to go after the hook killer herself. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But by the way, again, she got a scratch and she's dead. Diane literally practically had her intestines ripped out, and somehow she's okay. Couple weeks she can start drinking again. Does anyone not find that just kind of odd? Now CW says haven't been watching mine now for a while, but I heard the characters playing Noah and Ellie were dropped to recurring status and actor playing. Daniel's on. Wow, I didn't hear about that. CW, I gotta look that up. I mean, to be honest, Audrey and Noah are boring characters. The only thing that makes them interesting right now is Audra, so I wouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, if you're gonna be honest, they need to drop down Mariah and Tess down to recurring characters because they don't do anything for the show. Well, they do one thing for the show, but that's pretty much about it. DJ Fly says, I saw so much Trina hate when I visited a website. Really? Hmm. It's kind of odd because usually a lot of people like Trina. And Mel says Abby did tell the truth that Tucker only came back. Yeah, yeah, I remember that part. Shauna says patient. Oh, fragrance. Oh, okay. So okay. just a love, just a more of a love triangle, DC. To be honest, it gives them some sort of issues that they got to work out. Um, he has to then kind of work out some. It just it creates conflict for the two. I would say that much, DC. It creates conflict for the two. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just saying like it's the most interesting thing in the world. It's like, oh my goodness, but it makes them more interesting than they have been. So that's something. Um, I would say that much. And hell, by those standards, that it makes them more interesting than Mariah and Taz, which is really sad. But this is where we are now. Now Mel says, okay. Shauna says Jack is a weakling. Let's see if he gets his money back. I hope he gets his money back. I thought he should have never paid Jeremy. Mel says no and Ali are not on contract. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know, Mel. Harry says they need to only show Mariah and Tess once a year on Pride Day and keep it moving. Yeah, Kyrie, I heard these actually have a really interesting storyline. And the thing is, they're gonna do that adoption storyline off screen. Okay, they're gonna meet that woman off screen. I have a high feeling that they're gonna do that. Think about Michael Baldwin's story, how he escaped and everything like that. All that would have been super interesting if they would have showed it. But all that stuff happened off screen. You know, it sucks to be honest. Double C says, why number on test does it being in other people? All they do is being in other people's business. Hmm. It's just really boring. CW says, are they trying to put Daniel and Lily together? Yeah, they are. They are, CW, they are. The writing was on the wall before Daniel actually got to town. So when Daniel got to town, it was like, okay, so this is why they're just now having these huge problems. Especially Billy being so adamant to constantly be by um, Chelsea all the time. Freddie says Britt and Nate together again in heaven. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. Colin says, go to work. See you guys later. All right, Kai Wan, you have a good night. Thank you for joining. I look forward to seeing you in the next stream. Solomon says, or maybe just write Mariah and Tess out completely because they already know they're really bisexual, that the writers are too lazy to properly. Yeah, Solomon, they're only there for representation. Okay, they're there to sit there and say, "Oh, we support the LGBT community." That's the only reason why the company is actually still keeping them on there because they literally do nothing. And let's be honest, I know some people. I know some people are going to like the fact that they're out there to sit there and try to adopt this baby. But I'm just like, okay, so their ultimate storyline is to adopt the baby, and then what? I mean, no offense. This is the way I sit there and look at it. Okay, so their ultimate goal is to sit there and adopt a baby. Now that may seem great, and it's not a bad thing, but most people that watch soap operas, whenever they get a break from their kids for a little bit or whatever, they don't want to watch a show when they're watching two people raise a child. That's like I don't see it. I really just don't see it. Yeah, yeah, Janet, they are boring. Shauna says, why did Lily break out with Billy when he said he would go to? Yeah, but I felt that was just it was so dumb. It was so dumb. But she did sit there and say she's gonna agree to work on their relationship. So okay, sure. Now Johnson says, do you think Lee is going to go completely dark? Yes, Jonathan, he is. You saw how many times my old boy kept sitting there calling Gabby and everything like that. Oh, you gotta sit there and talk to me. We gotta sit there and just work it out. What is there to work out? You literally lied to her. You brainwashed her ex-husband, or her husband at the time, to hating her. You know, when Maggie told Sarah, um, when she told Sarah that I think that she's blowing this out of proportion, I was like, are you serious? This dude literally sat there and kidnapped two people, and you're sitting there saying that he is blowing it out of proportion. What? Like, what? Yeah, Shauna. Yes, that is very true. I feel like Mariah and Tess could also, do the whole in vitro kind of thing going on. So this whole, oh, we got to go from one mother to the other mother to the other mother doesn't make any sense. You're 100% right about that, Shauna. They're just doing this because they're fillers. They could have already went to a clinic, got the procedure done, and just that would have been it. So yes. But then, you really think about it, it just proves just how more useless they are on the show. And the thing is, I don't have this is one of those things where it's like it's not even like I dislike them. They just don't do anything. Mel says J1 is not going to betray Leah. No, she's not going to betray her brother. Even though Shin, for the most part, have kind of treated J1 like trash, to be honest. And so, in a lot of ways, Shin does not deserve the support that Wendy or J1 is giving her. Curry says, I'm going to eat cake the day Portia gets exposed. Ooh. Kyrie, do you think I should bring back the cake party? The cake party part two? Give me a good idea, Kyrie. Think I should bring back the cake party. I haven't done that in like what, a year and a half or 2 years since I've been on here. Solomon says, I feel like we getting we gotten to the point now where Abby can get recast again. Oh, are you don't like this version of Abby? Johnson says I wouldn't be surprised if Gabby confronted Lee. Yeah, I mean she already did. Yeah, she already did it with a scalpel to Rolf's throat. Now Angelique says I have one pie. I'm gonna have pie once Portia. Yes. See, and Angelique was definitely among my earlier subscribers when I started talking about cake and started talking about Nina and how when Nina got brung down, I wanted to sit there and have a cake party. I feel like we need to do it again. You do it again. I feel like this is warranted. This is warranted. Yeah, Daisy Flower. It's gonna. Mel says Gwen is the one who hit Bonnie over the head. Yeah, I didn't really understand Sarah coming to the hotel. Like, bro, are you gonna sit there and work on your relationship, or you're not gonna work on your relationship? Like, pick a lane. Pick a lane. Now, Freddie says, so how the heck Brando and Rory were. Yeah, yeah, Freddie, the physics, it's not really making a lot of sense. It really isn't. Yes, Jonathan, I'm bringing it back. Bringing it back. Bringing back the cake party. Ooh, I wonder what kind of cake should I get? Double C says, I'll bake a cake. Nice. Well, Double C, if you live in the New York area, let me know. Now Freddie says that maybe Heather would come later. I just don't know if it's not making it's not really making a lot of sense. It's really not. And Johnson says, if you do the cake or dessert party again, we can do it. Yes. Yes. Like that idea, Jonathan. Hmm. I guess I need to sit there and yeah, it's gonna be an extended party. That's a good idea. Do one for the video and then do one for the live stream. Good thinking, Jonathan. Good thinking. I bake a cake. Eggs are like $5. Yeah, no, I mean, I would no, I was just wondering if you say you bake cakes, I'm like, if you live in the New York area, definitely come through. Yeah, Kyrie, that's what I was thinking too. But I think at this point, everyone in the chat knows I love chocolate, so there is that. Mel says I have vanilla ice cream. Oh, nice. Daisy Flo says Britt has a scratch a lot of. Oh, okay, Daisy Flo, you're not feeling. Yeah, she had a scratch. It's not really making a lot of sense. It's really not. CW says Curtis was so hard on Joanna. Yes, it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. CW. It's going to be epic, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's right. Hmm. So before I do end the stream, I know I got like 23 people in the chat so far, and I'm not trying to chill out too much. I won't be doing this in every stream, but there are some people that did actually join my membership. I know it's kind of hard right now because for some odd reason, if you are on your mobile phone, it won't work. Like it won't even show you the join button. And I guess it only shows you if you're on your tablet or if you're on your tablet or laptop or desktop. But if you do want to sit there and join, if you do want to sit there and join the membership thing, it's going to be a lot of fun because I'm also going to be doing exclusive live streams with the call-in feature. I'm actually going to bring that back. And so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So if anyone's there thinking about joining or whatever, it's $4.99. Member shout outs, member exclusive videos. I'm still gonna be working on that. And live stream for members only. Now again, don't get it twisted. Monday through Friday, I'm still gonna be sitting there doing my thing with everyone during the live stream. But if you want to sit there and join, um, it definitely it helps me out and it'd just be really good to see everyone in the members live stream. How you doing, DD? No need to be sorry. I don't want anyone to ever sit there and be sorry that you're late or whatever, or whenever you're here, I appreciate it. Also, again, Sunday, if everything goes well, I'm gonna be doing a collab with somebody that a lot of people don't know who that person is, and they also do YouTube soap opera reviews. So this is gonna be new. That's gonna be on Sunday. And then in a couple weeks after that, I'm going to be doing another. I'm planning on doing another collab with someone. So, and this person, I think everyone may know who that person is. You may not, but it'll be a surprise either way. Thank you, Angelique. By the way, Angelique also has a YouTube channel, so definitely subscribe to Angelique. Subscribe to Let's Talk with Your Friendly Neighborhood Cat Lady. I really hope that you change your name at some point. But subscribe to her channel. She's gonna be sitting there doing videos, reviews, and stuff like that. So definitely subscribe to her. I'm so looking forward to sitting there watching her channel. Freddie says the best storyline of the killer terrorizing Port Charles. Yes, the text message killer. Johnson says, "Are you on Phoenix?" No, no, I'm not. I'm not on his membership. Um, yeah, no, no. I was talking about my membership that I'm going to that I have going on. But yeah, have a good night, Victoria. So yeah, if you want to sit there and join, it's $4.99, and it definitely helps out the channel. And I really look forward to sit there and doing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I look forward to doing the live streams every night, but also, exclusively with the members. So I know that you probably can't see the thing there, and we could see. Jonathan, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that. I got a list of people that I do want to work with, Jonathan. So I'm definitely gonna sit there. That's one of the things I'm gonna try to make happen. Lanika is another person, but I know that she has a lot of stuff going on. So I mean, it's all about the timing. Thank you, Kyrese. Thank you so much, Kyrese. You are a rock star. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, Mel, but the thing is, it's gonna be kind of sad. But for me personally, it's because I know that they're coming back and they've been on the show for like ever. You know that they're not gonna permanently kill them off. You know, I don't know. I guess it was different being a fan back then because you just didn't know who was gonna live or die before you had the internet, or before the internet was really prevalent and it gave you so much um info and advanced advanced stuff, like advanced info. But yes, so yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I will be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Have a good night, Kyrese. Have a good night, Becky. D, thank you so much. And thank you again for the super chat, Kyrese. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, CW. Thank you, Cat Lady. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much. Jonathan, another one of my rock stars, another one of my favorites. Um, Thank you so much. I do hope one day to sit there and see you, um, for the live stream for the members. But whenever you're ready for that. And thank you again. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Kyrese. Thank you, Nikisha. Thank you, DC, Freddie, Juanita. I said DC. And with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank everyone for watching. Stay safe. Be safe. See, I'm just screwing up my intro. My intro. My outro. So this is when you can tell I need to go to bed when I start fumbling up in my words. Anyway, stay safe, everyone. Tomorrow, stay safe, everyone. I will see everyone in the next live stream tomorrow. You know what time it's going to be, so look forward to seeing y'all when y'all show up. Have a good night, Janet. Stay safe, everyone. Laters.